And I draw! Hey there, Duelist, and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video, brought to you by the pack of Underdog Duelists. If this is your first time to our channel, be sure to set that subscribe button and activate that bell for notifications. And now for my main phase. Today, we're going to be bringing you an update to Cubic Deck Profile. Our original Cubics were Time Lord Cubics. This has still got some Time Lords in it, but it's been upgraded with some of the new support that's recently been released. And without further ado, we'll dive right into this deck profile. Kicking it off with, of course, triple of the boss monster, Crimson Nova, the Cubic Lord. 3 of those, 3 copies of Crimson Nova. Okay. Also got going to be running 3 copies of Vijam, the Cubic Seed, because the new support cards really help to pump Cubic Seed out on the field and even be able to summon it during your opponent's turn. We'll get more into that later. So 3 copies of Vijam, the Cubic Seed. Also running 3 copies of Duza, the Meteor Cubic Vessel, to be able to pitch those cards and get your Cubic cards into the grave and make extra plays. Okay, 3 copies of Duza. Also running 3 copies of Garagile. The reason we're running 3 of these is we're really playing heavily into the burn engine that Cubics can put out there. Cubic burn potential of the deck. Alright, 3 Cubic Garagile. Also running for one-ofs, Dark Garnix. 1 Dark Garnix. Okay. 1 Vulcan. 1 Blade Garuda. Alright. 1 Endoria Doomvolt. And 1 Buster Gundle. That's all for the Cubic monsters. So those are our one-ofs. Okay. Want plenty of Cubic names in this deck. Alright. Now, for the Time Lords, running triple Mission, the Time Lord. Really going heavily on halving your opponent's life points. Okay. Triple Mission, the Cubic, or the Cubic Time Lord. Yeah, I just said that. Mission, the Cubic Time Lord. And 1 Raffion, the Time Lord, and 1 Time Maiden, just for a little extra searchability because we are only running 4 Time Lords in the deck. So, those are the one-ofs, and that's all. That's it for the monsters. Now for the spells and traps. We're going to be running double Cubic Wave. Alright. Double Cubic Karma. And 1 Cubic Dharma. Just 1. This deck, I mean, it's a good card if you see it. It's not like essential win condition to see this card. It just helps kind of speed up the deck and boost a few plays. It's great if you see it. It's not the end of your game if you don't. So just 1 Cubic Dharma. Plus, since we're playing Time Lord engine in the deck, we don't want to break out on Dharmas. So, I mean, you could easily pitch a Cubic card and draw right into another Dharma if you got too many Dharmas. So, and that would not be very helpful at all. So, just 1 Cubic Dharma. We're also running double Unification and double Cubic Casualty. This is one of the new cards aside of Dharma. This is one of the better of the new cards, I feel, in my personal opinion, because this right here distributes a number of Cubic counters on face-up monsters your opponent controls up to the number of Cubic monsters you control. Okay? And using Unification, it'll help you be consistently keeping a Cubic monster on board. Now, this also, let's see here, monsters with Cubic counters cannot attack, their effects are negated, and you can banish this from your graveyard to target a Cubic monster you control And each time it destroys a monster by battle that has a cubic counter, you inflict damage. So more infliction. Where our Time Lords play into the infliction, our Giles play into the infliction, and of course Crimson Nova definitely plays into the infliction. So yes, each time it destroys a monster with a cubic counter, then you inflict original attack of that monster as damage. So yes. We're also running double cubic ascension. This right here is what I was talking about earlier. If you have Karma on board, cubic Karma on board, and you activate cubic ascension during your opponent's turn when they declare an attack. It doesn't even have to be direct attack, just when they declare an attack, period. You can special summon a Vijam from your deck. And if you do, you change the attack target to it before damage calculation. And of course, activate your cubic Karma to half their life points. So, again, we got the Mission half in life points. Cubic Ascension can in combination with cubic Karma, you can half their life points. I mean, so many ways to half their life points now that, I mean, they're not going to have much left. Their life points are going to be chopped down pretty fast. So, yeah, you perform damage cal with them attacking your cubic seed. Alright. If your opponent's life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can banish this from your graveyard, special summon a Vijam from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Then, if only your opponent controlled a monster when this is activated, you can special summon up to 2 more Vijams. So, at that point, you're going to be playing just like Agami in the movie Dark Side of Dimensions. So, awesome. Awesome. And that's it for all the cubic cards. Aside of the Time Lords we already went over. And now, for the tech support, we're running triple Foolish Burial Goods. This is basically Duza in itself, I mean. So you're running 6 copies in the deck of Foolish Burial Goods by running 3 copies of Duza and 3 copies of Foolish Burial Goods. So definitely max out on your Duza and Foolish Burial Goods. That is a staple for a cubic deck. Staple on that. Alright, and we're also running 1 Twin Twisters in case you get cubic Karma in your hand or any other, like maybe Unification and it's a dead brick. You want to pitch it to the graveyard, get a graveyard effect, you can pop, 1 or 2 spell traps on the field while you're at it. So just a little added ability to get some cards out of your hand that may be breaking out. Alright, so 1 Twin Twisters. And then, running in a little extender here, 2 Fusion Reserve. It's essentially, basically like running 2 extra cubic Karmas. Allows you to be able to utilize your cubic Karma in an alternative way. Like if you want to pitch cubic seed, boost a cubic monster, you don't have to be like, oh, now I can't search because I used my Karma. So 2 Fusion Reserves, so you can use your other cubic Karmas for other plays other than just searching the deck for cards. This is your added Crimson Nova search. Alright. And now I've kind of been back and forth with this between a 1 of and a 2 of. It's really a personal preference of mine to run 2 just so I see it. Alright. And then lastly but not least, 1 copy of Barrel Behind the Door. Just as a little added spice. Crimson Nova will burn your life points when you end your turn. And if you don't want to take the damage, just let them take the damage. And you could, potentially be an OTK right here, depending. Because you can attack twice with this, and then burn twice for 3,000. So 1 copy of that. No more than 1 copy, or it is a brick. So just 1 copy of Barrel Behind the Door. Again, you can pitch it with Twin Twisters. Personal preference. I guess if you wanted to, you could probably take out 1 of the Fusion Reserves for another Twin Twister or something similar that discards from hand. Just to kind of help out with that. And now on to the extra deck. We are doing the fusion plays. So we are running 1 Crimson Nova Trinity, the Dark Cubic Lord. And this deck does pump this card out fairly easily. You will see lots of Crimson Novas in your hand and be able to get into your plays. So, and with Fusion Reserve being in the deck, you're free to use cubic Karma whichever way you want. which helps even more going into this. So 1 Crimson Nova, halving the life points. Great card. We are running a rank 4 engine that kind of helps go into some plays. If for whatever reason you only get 1 of your level 10s on the field, you can use Duza and with combination of one of your other level 4 cubics, or if you manage to somehow get 2 Duzas on field. However you want to do it. We got number 27 Dreadnought Dreadnoid. It's a rank 4. At the end of the battle phase, 2200 attack. If this card destroyed an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon from your extra deck 1 rank 10 or higher machine Xyz monster. So yeah, by using this face-up card as material. So we use this. Alright, oh, and the rest of that says, you can only use the effect of the number 27 once per turn. If this face-up card on the field would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach material from this card instead. So yes, very cool card that really helps you be able to go into your rank 10 play. Sky Place Gankagari, which helps you go into your Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Juggernaut. So yes, this is our backup. And we are running 2 copies of number 27 to ensure that these rank 10 plays go off for OTK. This is not your casual cubic build that I would say. This is definitely more of a competitive build. I have tested this deck again up against Shadal's and a few other competitive decks, and it's went head to head, and it's came out on top. There were close games. They're pretty evenly matched, but in the end, I mean, just burned out their life points. So yeah, this is your OTK. This guarantees your OTK. If they, for some reason or whatever, stop you from getting a Time Lord and Crimson Nova on the field at the same time. And lastly, but not least, we're also running 1 copy of number 99 Utopic Dragon. In the off chance that there are 3 level 10s on board, you can go right into this sucker. Or, considering it is a rank 10, you can also go into it with your number 27 Dreadnought Dreadnoid. So I run in 2 of these because you've got 2 targets right there. Number 99, Utopic Dragon. And that's it for our Time Lord Cubic deck profile update. Now it's time for the end phase. If you enjoyed this video, attack that thumbs up button. This is your Rogue Underdog Duelist. Thanks for watching. It's your move.